Good morning, Loon Nations. My name is G10 coming at you with Metasports, and this is one of the biggest changes in Axie Infinity ever. Alright? A lot of people are going to be very unhappy about this one, but I do think that this is a necessary direction, a necessary footstep in the right direction for Axie Infinity to be on the way to become a viable play-to-earn game again. So let's get into the changes. There are some very big ones that are coming in once Season 20 rolls around. We don't know when that is, but it's probably going to be before the end of February. The big things right here, Adventure Mode and the Daily Quest will no longer award SLP. That's big. That's 75 SLP every day that you're missing out on already. That's gone. But there is a good reason for that. We'll get into that reason later. And along with that, the arena rewards for SLP are going to be reduced as well by pretty much 33% across the board. However, at least AXS is going to be rewarded to more people on the leaderboard, and there's going to be more AXS distributed at the end of a season. But the big thing here is that SLP earnings are going to be reduced by a lot. And that is a good thing. I'll tell you why. They're also putting 800 MMR players, back in the market, since they're taking away Adventure Mode and Daily Quest, where most of the SLP being minted does come from. They are going to be giving back 800 MMR players the ability to make SLP, even if it's like, 1 SLP per win, which is very tiny considering the price of SLP right now. It's at 0.064 pesos, which is not great. If you see the 90-day period as well, it has been on a steady downtrend, but that's because, well, basically that is supply and demand right there. Minting and burning. Minting is supply, burning is demand. As you can see, supply far outweighs the demand. There is so much more SLP being created per day than is being used. And when that happens, what do you think happens to the price? It goes down. And that has been happening for a long time. See, since like July is kind of when it's still even, right? It picks up in August. This is when Axie Infinity gets really popular. A lot of people start playing the game. A lot of people start cashing out their scholar payouts. And all that time, the burning was not rising at all. The demand was staying the same and even decreasing, while the supply was just increasing all the time, right? So of course the price is going to go down. Of course it is. That's just simple science. That's simple economics. So now what Axie Infinity is doing is they're going to be slicing that supply, right? If it was like this, right? If the mint was here, that's the supply. The demand is here, that's the burn. Right now, 54% of SLP being made is in Adventure and the Daily Quest. If you take 54% of SLP minting down, you basically reduce it by half, right? And then you're only earning SLP from Adventure, from Arena now, and their Arena wars are smaller as well. You're not going to be making a lot of SLP per day, but that just means that when people are breeding and when new burning mechanisms, new sinks are going to be introduced, SLP is going to be in demand and it's going to be shooting up in price. So even if you make less SLP, you may earn more in the long run if you stick with Axie Infinity. I do think this is going to be a big turning point for a lot of people, though, because a lot of people who do play Axie now are not exactly competitive card players, right? They're not competitive gamers, and they want to play Axie Infinity as a side gig to make some extra cash, right? I feel like that is descriptive of the majority of Axie Infinity players. However, it is a competitive game, and Sky Mavis are making steps to kind of make this clear, right? Now, the only way that you can earn SLP is by being competitive. If you want to earn a lot of SLP, you have to have a competitive team, you have to be playing well, and you have to be at like the higher brackets. All of this on the screen right now, you can pause anytime you like. This is just justification as to why, they cut all the rewards. There's a lot of data, and that's basically it, man. They don't want the economy to just permanently collapse, because it's at that point right now. Axie Infinity is at a point where it either turns around or it never recovers. And season 20, all of this is going to kind of either be the final nail in the Axie Infinity coffin, or be the second win that Axie needed to soar up to new heights. I know this is all drastic though. This is all like very, very big things that you need to consider, and Sky Mavis has considered it all, right? And that's why a lot of the time incremental changes have been happening, trying to control, the price of SLP, trying to make it go back up. But it's time for the drastic sweeping changes to try to save SLP, try to save Axie Infinity. Good thing that they are revamping the PvP reward structure. The XS leaderboard at the end of the month is going to get a lot bigger. So top 300,000, it's not that hard to get there. But this is the big thing, right? From 2,000 plus, 18 to 12, that's 33% less SLP. 15 to 10, 33% less. 12 to 8, 33% less. 9 to 6, 33% less SLP. And at the default ranks, 1100 to 1299, you are also losing 1 SLP per win. So this is pretty big. That means that even if you are playing Arena every day very diligently, you are not going to make as much SLP as you used to. So if you want to make SLP, you should be doing it now. If you want to, have enough SLP to prepare for next season, you should be doing it now. But another way that they're going to be kind of trying to make SLP get higher, become more healthy, and sustain the economy is by increasing the burn mechanisms that are present in Axie. So we got a taste of that with, the lunar event where you could release an Axie and then you get a decorative item. But here, Sky Mavis, they have a lot of things planned, and a lot of the things that they've actually done this update were suggestions from the community. So it's a big thing that Sky Mavis actually listens to the community and, is not too proud to kind of take suggestions from the people who actually, patronize their game. So special cosmetics and skins. As gamers, we always love having unique and customizable things, especially in modern games. So skins, big thing. Cosmetics are always something that gamers look for. Upgrading body parts. Now, this could add a lot of utility to Axies who were almost perfect, but just had that one body part that was not the right one. Now, maybe you can pay a fee of SLP to get the right Axie that you wanted. You can also get in-game emojis, breeding events, tournaments, Axie naming. A lot of things are being planned for you to spend your SLP on rather than just selling it off for fiat. Now, will this make the game economy healthier? Maybe, because it all really depends on people being willing to spend on these, right? And people are going to be willing to spend on these if Axie Infinity is a valuable commodity, a valuable game to be playing in the future. So, once again, I think this update is going to be where Axie Infinity either turns around and starts, getting better in terms of the economy, in terms of competitiveness, or Axie Infinity dies. But I don't think that it will die. So in my eyes, I do think that it's going to get better. However, remember guys, this is just my own opinions. This is not financial advice whatsoever. If you're going to be buying in, if you're going to be using your money, please do so at your own discretion. And do your own research. These are just my opinions. Another big thing, the energy rework will be giving a lot more utility to people who have more Axies than they really need now, because at this moment there's not a lot of incentive to get to 10, 20 Axies just for more energy. You're better off getting 9 Axies, distributing them to 3 people, and you can have 60 energy over 3 people. But I do hope that this does come out in season 20, but they did say they are just thinking about it. How they will actually implement linear scaling energy is something that will be seen, and if there is a cap on it, it would be interesting to know. But here, a little bit of the future. A lot of it, really, the future is up in, it's up in the air. We don't know what's going to happen. Sky Mavis, they were first on the field with Axie Infinity. This was basically the first and the biggest NFT game. A lot of people are wondering whether Axie Infinity is going to stand up or fail. And so far, for the longest time, it has been on a downward trend. People have been saying for the longest time as well, Axie Infinity is dying. I don't think that's the case. It's still a competitive card game at its core, right? And you still can technically earn money even if SLP is down to the gutter. But at this point, a lot of people have lost faith. And in this way, right? In this way, if Sky Mavis with this update proves that Axie Infinity is a game worth playing, a property worth investing your time and money in, this could be the turning point for Axie Infinity. It could turn up once again. SLP could pump to the moon. But all of that, it's either or, really. It's either or with this update. So 50-50 chance, but personally, in my opinion, as an esports person, as an person in the esports industry, I do like the game itself. I think that as an esport, and I have been working with Axie esports organizers, as an esport, it is pretty good to watch and spectate. It's very simple. I'll give it that. But I don't think it is, Axie Infinity is what it was first advertised as, right? And I feel like Sky Mavis is just now discovering that as well. They're realizing that in order to make Axie Infinity viable as a game, people need to start treating it, like a competitive game. And that's the direction that Season 20 is going to be going in. And what that means is people with bad Axies are just not going to be able to earn and compete at the same level as people who have even just a decent classic team, right? All this being said, do not invest into Axie Infinity money that you cannot lose. But that's basically gonna be it. Big patch, big changes, big nerfs to people's SLP earning capabilities. But this could be a step in the right direction for Axie Infinity going into the future. You just gotta have faith and watch what happens. This has been G10. It's been a pleasure. See you in the next one.